There's a dragon not far from here. His name is Reptrakos. Can you tell me about him? He's a nasty fellow, private, arrogant, like most of his kind. However, if you are to get a dragon scale, that's where you need to go. His lair's to the west. Huh. Well, I'm still looking for the guy in charge. Oh, this is probably it. Repkaros. Hey, dude. Bazaar Master. Bazaar Master is an even more impressive face-to-face. Unlike most fairies, he is heavily built. The sword hanging at his side is a heavy one. He looks annoyed to have to be dealing with you. Huh. You asked for his name? Name, he chuckles. I don't think I can remember anymore. I've been the Bazaar Master for over 100 years. I keep the peace, I settle disputes, and I hire people for tasks that are a benefit to the market. What's your job? I'm the Bazaar Master. That's my purpose in my life. And, as I'm sure you realize, it's a difficult job in these trying times. What are your responsibilities as a Bazaar Master? Entities come here from everywhere. Goblins, boggarts, giants, dryads, and even, he sighs, a recent group of Romans. I maintain the rules and keep them from killing each other. Administer punishment as necessary. Yeah, probably it's supposed to be an and in there somewhere. It's a difficult task, and sometimes I hire certain special parties for missions which, when necessary. What sort of crimes do you have to punish? Theft is common. Piracy, mugging, murder. We have ironclad rules against these sort of things. And if the rules are broken, imprisonment, death. Both, in either order, is the law. It even applies to you, Chosen. Why did you call me Chosen? That is what we call you, because you were chosen to be the ones to come here and help our kind. There has been much gossip on the topic of why you, in particular, were chosen. Do you know why? Do you tell him you have no idea? He grins. Of course you don't know. Huh. Well, we already know who can help us with the curse, so do you have any missions? To the northeast, there's a place called the Vale of Sold. Or Sould? The proprietor there offers people favors in life in return for imprisonment of their spirit after death. I find this business to be highly distasteful. They store the spirits in magical urns. You should go there and break 10 of the urns. If you do this, I will reward you well. Huh. You find it distasteful. Well. Oops. It doesn't look like a square, but it is. What's this? Jewelry, huh? Ooh, a torque. Interesting. Void crystal? Oh, they got 3 of these. It's a shard of release. Ooh. That's pretty nice. These prices are kind of expensive, though. Well, pretty average, but still. We'll need those. Gotta remember there's another one. I'm here. The dragon is there, so I just gotta keep going west. Maybe he'll want to share a scale with me, I doubt it. Actually, let's enter. The door is answered by a gruff fairy male. Frowning and irritated by the interruption, when he sees who you are, his demeanor softens slightly. Oh, customers. Sorry. I thought you were bothersome sprites. Pests. Stands aside, you could see the inside of the hut. Outside, it looks miserably poor. Inside, it's very cozy and warm. There's a pot of bubbling stew, a nice bed. Interestingly, several rows of shields and helmets. Call me Starcap, the fairy says. I'm a merchant. And as you can probably guess, he walks back in, grabs a tankard, and takes a deep swig of something. These are violent times, and a body has to protect itself as best it can. I don't care who you fight for, you deserve protection. Yeah, sure, let's do some shopping. As you enter the hut, you stumble over a large, misshapen pair of boots by the door. Starcap grumbles, "Oh, those things. Someone named Julius left them here when he was trading with me. Forgot them when he left. You can take them if you want. They don't fit anybody. Tired of having them around. Sure." Wonder who picked them up. Bronze plate mail's pretty nice. Stuff's kind of beyond me, though. Items are listed on the character info screen. Oh. Pair of boots. Well, if we could find someone named Julius. Lizards! Well, I'm pretty far away from Nethergate. Oh, I didn't get slimed when I went into that. Sweat pours down your faces as you climb up the steep hill. Sharp rocks scratch your hands, and over-optimistic vultures circle overhead. As you ascend, you stumble over something half buried in the dirt. You pull it out. It's an old, withered scale the size of a shield. It's been here for quite a few years. As you climb up, you find more old scales, each of which must have come from an enormous lizard. Also skeletons. Crushed, heavily charred. There is very little living up here. No animals, practically no plants. It's a forbidding wasteland. Darn. I'm not a thief. Totally not stealing anything. These are ancient ruins. How ancient you are unable to tell. All the walls are either crumbling or charred, seared, or melted by the application of great heat. The air reeks of sulfur and rot. The current inhabitants of these ruins are doing their best to scare off intruders. Charred bodies, mostly from humanoids, are scattered around the entrance. The skulls of 3 fairies are stuck on posts mutely witness your arrival. Rude. Where are all those who enter here? The hunger of Reptrakos is infinite. Those who tamper with this horde will perish horribly. One of you glances idly up at the ledge above you. What you see there almost stops your heart. It's horrifying. It makes everything you've met so far seem piddling and small in comparison. You've already met many creatures from out of legends, but none of them have been as awe-inspiring as the dragon standing before you. 40 feet long, all of it muscle, and armored scales, and fire. You stare up at it, terrified, wondering what it's going to do to you. Then, to your great relief, it chuckles. "Ah, humans," it says. "They go everywhere, even places wiser beings might fear to tread." It lowers its head in a mock bow. "I am Reptrakos. Welcome to my home. Alas, I am not convinced that you are worthy to speak with me." It chuckles. Again. "Should you be foolhardy enough to find your way into my lair, and then should I be able to overcome my constant hunger, I might choose to speak with you." Then, without another word, it turns and walks away from the ledge and out of sight. Can't hide from me. Emerge from the concealed passageway and find yourself in a large underground passageway. The ceiling is held up, just barely, by ancient crumbling walls. Water drips constantly onto cracked pillars and moldy statues. In the shadows ahead you can hear the hissing of large lizards. As you would guess they are large, the hissing's pretty loud. Salamanders? Ah, that's just a giant lizard. Rude. Interesting. Ooh, a silver drinking cup. There's a salamander. Rude. Hey buddy, knock it off. There we go. Ooh, a blessed javelin. I'll take that. Iron chainmail. Nine blessed javelins. Healing elixir. Nope. Take those though. Detect unfamiliar sounds and smells of goblins. The unfamiliar sounds and smells of goblins. There must be a bunch of them living in this old ruined building. However, they don't sound like ordinary goblins. They aren't making the normal assortment of martial, angry grunts. Instead, they sound whiny and tired and scared. You can't make out the words, but they sound quite old. Quite old as well. Must be... you may be spared having to fight them. Hey, lizard. Hi? Meet an old, shaky goblin. The hair is coming out of his head, and ears and nose are thin, scraggly, and gray. Doesn't seem all there. What are you doing here? I just want to stay living. Lizards. The lizards are after me. Eh? What lizards? Hey, buddy. The lizards want to eat us. They hunt us all the time. Starting to look very agitated. You don't want to talk to me. You want to talk to Gobo. Gobo's smart. Gobo knows all of what's going on. Talk to Gobo. Where is he? He's in here. Go find him. Okay. Look for one that looks different, I guess. This room is occupied by a sole male goblin. He's getting on in years, but he's nowhere near as old as the others, or as scared. When you walk in, he stops picking flaking skin off the bottoms of his feet. Ugh. He stands up and bows. Hey, he says, you's a bunch of humans. How's about that? Humans down here. My name's Gobo. I'm hiding out here to keep away from all of the lizards. They eat a goblin sometimes, just for fun. You know, if you need a guide to get around down here, I'm a good one, and I'll help y'all out for 100 gold. I know all the angles down here, I tell you what. On one hand, it would be nice to have some extra help when trying to negotiate your way through the dragon's lair. On the other hand, Gobo's annoying and smelly. Tough call. Oh, fine. Gobo grabs his weapon and gets in line behind you. Thanks, guys. You'll be real glad you had me along. I knows all kinds of stuff about this place. And about the big newt and all that. I'll help you. You'll say forget about it. And now we have Gobo. Gobo's not bad. Not as tough as us. But hey, who is? Lots of things. Trap. Disarm the trap. Aha! Bar of lead, silver ring. Bar of tin. He knows all the angles, guys. All of them. Gobo says, hey guys, stop for a second. Looks around. We're going to the lizard's caves. We call them the kids of the big newt. They ain't real kids though. They're just big lizards. The dragon likes to keep around to keep an eye on things. So watch out. You go ahead and kill them all if you want. They likes to eat goblins, so any of them you kill makes us plenty happy. Okay. Thanks, Gobo, for the heads up. And some trash falls out of your pack. Just redecorating. Gobo's actually kind of fast. But not well armored. I should make a note to keep him behind the fighting. Because he's not really cut out for the fighting. There you are. You lived. Uncalled for. Life is forbidden. Uh-oh. Speed up a character? No.